CrossFit My Lebanon and Mecca Fitness, Dylan and Carrie here, giving you Friday, April 3rd's workout for the day. So you got some strength to do, and then you got a long grinder of a workout. So for the strength, Cossack squats, single arm bent over rows, and glute bridges. So each of these have 3 sets. You can superset them if you want to, do A1, A2, A3, or ABC and just mix them all together. That's fine. Or you can do all of A, and then you can do all of B, and then you can do all of C. Whatever you find is going to be more of a benefit. We'll do that. Taking a look at Carrie for a couple of these movements. Cossack squats. She's going to step out, and as she goes down to a height that is comfortable for her to still work on the strength piece, she's just going to kind of sink down, trying to get her crease of the hip below the top of the knee. That's not going to be possible for a lot of people out there. If it's not, just step out and go to where is comfortable. If stepping out and going into this movement is going to trip you up too much, just step out once and then just do those reps from there instead of shifting side to side. That's totally acceptable. We're looking for 12 each leg. This doesn't have to be weighted. Carrie did it weighted because she's really good at this movement. If you do have some weight, you can use some weight on that. If not, it's no big deal. Single arm, bent over row. So dumbbell or kettlebell. As she's supporting herself on this bench, pretending like there's a glass of water on her shoulder. She's not trying to rotate through too much. She's just going to pull right to the outside of the ribs and then back down. So she's controlling this movement throughout the entire pull. Okay, we'll do 12 reps on each side. If you got to rest a little bit in between each arm, go ahead and do that. And then glute bridges, 3 sets of 10. If you have a weight that you can put in your lap, maybe a dumbbell or something, as she extends up, her shins are vertical. That's what we're mainly looking for. The upper back is up on the bench here. Some people like to put a little bit more middle back on there. Whatever you find is comfortable for you, go with that. However, let's try to hold a 2-second pause at the top there. Weighted or unweighted, this is still gonna burn, especially that 2-second pause up at the top, okay? So 3 times through all of that, okay? Now, the workout. So I'm just gonna explain it first, and then we'll go over some movements, but it is for time. So 50 air squats, 10 burpees, 40 box step-ups, 10 burpees, 30 sit-ups, 10 burpees, 20 American kettlebell swings, 10 more burpees, and then 150 double unders. Now you're only halfway, because we're going to go from that 150 and go all the way back through up to the top for time, okay? So movements, air squats, watching Carrie here, what we're looking for, whole foot engaged on the floor. Doesn't mean that you rock all the way back to the heels, shouldn't be in the toes. Crease of the hip gets below the top of the knee, standing to full extension, just like that, okay? 50 of those, shake your legs out in that if you have to. 10 burpees, so we'll just go over the burpees once, chest and thighs down to the floor, pressing up, extending the hip at the top fully. Sometimes it helps to push your hands behind your head, and it actually allows you to open your torso up a little bit more as you extend. So if that's a helpful tip, take it. So those are the burpees throughout. Box step-ups. Right here, stepping up with one foot, all the way up, and then back down. And then you can alternate as you go. Steps up with the opposite leg on top, and then down. Okay, stepping onto something that you have, maybe a box, maybe some steps, whatever it is. Burpees again, sit-ups. So if you have an ab mat, cool, use it. If not, it's no big deal. As she's doing this, she's going to pull that nice and close to her back, throwing her arms up, touching in front of her feet. So when we do this, instead of just curling up a little bit and flirting with the heels, notice that her shoulders are in front of her hips. That's what we're looking for on every one of these reps. So use your arms to your advantage there. Throw your arms forward, your torso will follow. Burpees again, and then American kettlebell swings. So from the floor, you're gonna pick it up, hold it up at the hips, and then go right overhead. This is a difficult movement if your shoulder flexion is limited. So if that's the case and you feel like you are going overhead and it's kind of pulling your torso back a little bit, maybe just a slight bend in the arms, or just go to Russian as you saw Carrie doing right there, eye level will be totally acceptable, okay? And then 10 more burpees, and then double unders. If you have 150 double unders, tackle them out however you need to. Maybe it's sets 25, maybe it's 50, maybe it's unbroken. Go ahead. If you don't have those, let's do 300 regular singles on jump ropes, okay? And then we'll go back through. 10, 20, 10, 30, 10, 40, 10, 50 air squats, and then you're done. Good? Yeah.
And I want to give a shout out to Dan Molinado, who made his own box this week. Dan, we told you were going to be putting it to use, and we didn't lie. So shout out to you. Thanks, guys.
Sweet. Thank you.